past you on camera again. How does it feel to have that polo on, or not a polo, but that cross
T-shirt,
badge on your chest?
yeah, taking a little bit of getting used to, but it's it's nice. I'm very happy to be here, and as I was just saying before, my mum's a Crow supporter and has been for a long time, so she's pretty happy. I'm in her good books again.
How did it all come about?
Obviously, just finishing up, had a fair indication that I'd probably finish up footy this year up at Gold Coast, and sort of put the feelers out a little bit, I guess, and saw if there are any opportunities back in Adelaide. We're always going to move back to Adelaide, and this role came up. So very excited. It's a great opportunity to transition from a player into the coaching, into the footy club ranks, and again, it's an extra bonus to sort of be at a program that's got so much success over the short period of time.
How much has been a real senior figure at the Suns over the last few years of your career and working with some of those younger guys, giving you that taste for coaching and development, which you're now heading into?
I think this year especially, played the year in the VFL and they knew that was probably going to be the plan, so I had a chance to try and help some of the younger boys around me, and I really enjoyed that process, and I think that's probably what sort of pushed me down the path of wanting to be a development coach a little bit. Is it's as much relationship building as it is coaching, so you get the blend of both.
Is this what, day one for you?
Day one, 2 hours, yeah, so just getting my feel of the place.
Right, so I can't really ask how it's going. Who are you excited to work with, or what about this list makes you excited?
I think just, as I touched on before, it's the success and drive that these girls have shown, and from everyone I've spoken to, it's a fantastic program, and obviously I haven't met too many of the girls yet, but to be around someone like Erin, who is just incredibly talented, Ed Marinoff, there's so many, Chelsea Randall, there's so many players around that I'm pretty excited to see up close and personal. And then being at the Suns as well, we had the women's program there too, so I've obviously been around the last 3 years with them around as well.
Can you talk us through what your role is going to be and how it's going to work for you?
So development coach role, so in here full time, and basically it just gives the flexibility for the girls. Obviously their contact hours, Monday, Wednesday, Friday afternoons. When they have time off work or their studies, I'm around to help with the game plan structures, skill development, basically anything they need. I'll be around to try and help them out. So it just gives them another person in the building that can help them with their footy, pretty much.
And your old teammates just signed with Westies.
Yeah.
Did you try and get him to come and join you at Crowland?
It would have been nice to have Hartsey, but I think he's very happy at Westies. He's a very passionate Westies man and supporter, as he was as a junior footballer there. So I'm sure he's very happy, but we'll bump paths every now and then, I'm sure.
What do you hope to bring to this AFLW program, Jane?
Hopefully the girls see it as another resource, basically. Like I said before, that the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and as this program gets more full time, it's a great opportunity just for me to be in the building, and if someone has half a day off work, I can be in here and we can go out in the field and get some extra work in, which is my goal. And I think playing at 3 clubs is sort of, the relationship building's been a really important part of that, and that's going to be the same here. So hopefully I'm not just a coach, I'm someone that they can use as a resource away from footy as well.
Working with Doc Clark, how's that going?
Yep, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, Doc's been great. Obviously a bit of a whirlwind the last sort of week or two, getting to know everyone, and Doc's been great, and he's been around the footy club for 15 years or so he's got his ear to the floor and he knows what's going on, so he's the right man to be around.
I hope this is a platform into further coaching down the road for you. Is this step one for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly just excited to see how this goes, and now that I'm at a footy club, I can learn. I've got a lot of development myself I've got to do, obviously, as a player for quite a while, but my first year coaching, so I've got a bit of learning and development to do myself, and hopefully it should all tie in really well together.
You're senior coaching one day at a time and all that stuff. You've been here 2 hours, but is that something you'd like to do 10, 15 years down the track? Is that
you'd never rule it out, but it's not something that I don't think I'd see I think my skill set probably lies in the development sort of welfare space more so, but you never know. I'm sure people who are head coaches now might have said that 15 years ago too.
Jack, you've always been put back into the community, and been recognised
Maybe a little bit. So from my upbringing, a little bit. My mum and dad sort of country, at a small country town, Roxby Downs. We were from quite a close community. And my younger brother Todd had Down syndrome as well. So that's where I get the sort of in that field, the disability field a little bit. But mum's always sort of instilled to try and help out where you can, and incredibly fortunate to sort of have the lifestyle I've had as a footballer, and where possible, it's just nice to try and help out a little bit where you can.
And at the end of this first season, what's the one thing or your focus or something you'd like to say, well, we achieved this? Is there something that you've sort of you're going to focus on and try and develop a certain skill, a certain area, anything?
Basically, I'm here to develop any skill that the girls sees vital to their game, but I guess the main takeaway I want to have is that they feel valued and they feel that my role has been useful. So if I haven't been used, or I'm not getting, I'm not as busy as I should be, well then that's probably a failure from my end. So a tick at the end is how busy I am, I guess. So hopefully I'm in here a lot.
You've played everywhere. China, Tasmania, I think 21 venues was the record. Do you take something from everywhere you've been? I mean, you've had such a great grounding. You almost look like a perfect candidate for this role. Yeah,
didn't think about it too much as a player, but reflecting on it now that I've finished up, probably grateful. I think it's just something that I've realised this year a little bit as my playing career had finished up. Just the fact that playing the game has taken me to so many places, and my teammates and experiences with my mates. Your teammates are your best mates, and the fact that we've been able to share those experiences together. And you look back on them now, and you're like, I didn't play 200 games or anything, but I've sort of got my own little place in history in that regard, and I'm pretty proud of it looking back on it now, as quirky as it is.
Port are obviously about to enter the league. Did you reach out to them, or did they have discussions about what might be available for you in a year's time or over the next year?
Nah, not really. There's no roles that were at Port or anything, and obviously, as you said, there's another year away before their women's team comes in. So I'm really excited to be here now, and this is the opportunity that came up, and I jumped at it. To be honest with you, it's not. You can't pick and choose, when a job comes up in footy. So I'm very grateful to get the opportunity here, and I'm pretty excited actually for a next chapter.